His Majesty King Mohammed VI, may God assist him, sent a letter to His Excellency Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu, Prime Minister of the State of Israel, in which His Majesty affirmed that the important decision of the State of Israel to recognize the sovereignty of the Kingdom of Morocco over its desert, and to consider positively the opening of a consulate in the city of Dakhla, was correct and insightful. In this message, His Majesty the King said, "Your Excellency, the Prime Minister, I have the pleasure to express to you my sincere thanks and great appreciation for your letter in which you informed me of the decision of the State of Israel to recognize the sovereignty of the Kingdom of Morocco over its desert and to consider positively the opening of a consulate for your country in the city of Dakhla," stressing His Majesty that this decision was widely welcomed by the Moroccan people and their living forces. His Majesty affirmed that the issue of the Moroccan Sahara is considered the kingdom's national issue and tops the priorities of its foreign policy, adding, "Your important decision is correct and insightful. It is a right decision, as it supports the true legal grounds and the established historical rights of Morocco in its desert territories," His Majesty declared, noting that the actual sovereignty of the Moroccan state and the legal bonds of allegiance that have been linking since the eras of the sultans and kings of Morocco and the Moroccan population to these lands dear to their hearts, are constant and unquestionable elements. His Majesty added, "It is also a prescient decision, as it is in line with the strong international dynamic adopted by many countries from different parts of the world in the direction of supporting a final political solution to this long-standing regional dispute, on the basis of the Moroccan initiative to grant autonomy to the Sahara region within the framework of the kingdom's sovereignty and territorial integrity." In this message, His Majesty the King stated that, since December 2020, the bilateral relations between the Kingdom of Morocco and the State of Israel have been strengthening in all fields. His Majesty said, "This momentum you are witnessing is unprecedented, whether at the level of exchanging visits of officials and businessmen, or at the level of developing the agreement framework, diversifying cooperation and promoting trade exchanges," noting that, "It is a matter of satisfaction that the deep human ties that exist between our two countries play a decisive role in this regard, especially through the Moroccan Jewish community in Israel." His Majesty added, "I am sure that the clear position that you have taken in the name of the State of Israel, regarding the Moroccan Sahara, will further strengthen the ties between Morocco and Israel more and more. In this regard, you can count on my firm and unwavering commitment." His Majesty continued, "As I previously assured you, during our phone conversation on December 25, 2020, I welcome you to pay a visit to Morocco at a date to be determined through diplomatic channels, in a way that suits us both." In this context, His Majesty stressed that this meeting would open new possibilities for bilateral relations between Morocco and Israel, and would also be an occasion to enhance prospects for peace for the benefit of all the peoples of the region, by evoking the content of the tripartite declaration signed on December 22, 2020 between the Kingdom of Morocco, the United States of America and the State of Israel, including with regard to the guiding principles that must govern the settlement of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict.